Walking through the grounds of the garden festivals, came across this beautiful display, and I'm trying very hard to blend in.
As you do, just blending in.
I was just admiring the beautiful garden behind me, and it came across, you'll never guess what, a womble. Wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, let's go.
This has to be one of the most unique gardens at the show, thanks to Alan Partridge and all his lovely vocal sounds.
The Alan Partridge Sound Bath Garden is without question the most entertaining garden I've seen at any of the RHS flower shows over the years. You have to hear it to believe it.
Represent one of the most experimental cutting-edge uses of audio in the UK this year.
I'm Julesy Matthews from Mike McMahon's studio, and I, with my husband, we co-designed this together. So the idea behind this garden is it's a contemporary reimagining of a walled garden, enclosing the temperate rainforests that we have here in the UK and in Ireland. And the temperate rainforests in Britain and Ireland used to make up 20% of the land cover here, and now it has dwindled down to 1%. So we really wanted to highlight A, the beauty, B, the absolute necessity of preserving this sort of landscape, and see how we should really live with nature and not against it. So one of the things we really wanted to highlight in this garden is epiphytic planting. And epiphytic planting is simply where plants grow on other plants. So here we have the Saxifrage hirsuta, the kidney saxifrage. And this, whilst we haven't seen in the British rainforest, we have seen this in Ireland. And then you have our ferns growing up, and there's little details like this, the oxalis, where it spills over the landscape and just gently grows up the log. And on the other side of this huge 5-metre fallen log is a little foxglove poking out the top of the wall, out of the log.
Have a look at this amazing live throne. Everything's been grown without the use of any peat, which is amazing because you reduce the carbon output into the atmosphere, and the job is just as well. I love the gardens at the Garden Festival, but I think this one has to be one of my favourites. It's got a very strong scientific message which appeals to my scientific background. Let's have a word with the designer. Hi Marlena, I see we've got bacteria growing in the Petri dish here and plants behind us. So what's the significance and the connection? Can you tell us?
Yes, the inspiration of this was that they recently found out that if you add essential oils that are derived from the plant family of the Lamiaceae, which you see in the bed behind me, if you add drops of that in the lab to a bacterial culture, then bacteria will die in those areas.
Amazing.
So how I've translated that into my border is, you see the clear edge, which is like a petri dish, the white and gray planting, the low kind of mingling planting is the bacteria, and the surging, powerful, vigorous purple flowers signify the, the power of the Lamiaceae that win against bacteria.
Oh, excellent. And have they done any clinical trials with these plants?
This particular study was done with oregano oil, and that seems to be one of the most potent. But all of them have antimicrobial properties. You know, salvia traditionally for throat aches and lung conditions and things like that. So there's a lot of work still going on, but it's very promising.
It's very promising. And what plants do you have here? Sorry,
so we've got lots of salvias here.
Salvia.
These are all groups from the salvia.
The salvia, okay.
Salvia. Nepeta. We've got more salvia here.
Yep.
And the only plant that is not from the Lamiaceae family here is the enemy bacteria.
Oh, that's
in
the enemy
white.
bacteria.
So these signify the clumps of bacteria.
I
and you see kind of how they're teeming in the petri dish.
Oh, beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit more about this particular garden?
Sure. The setting and all these, key design features symbolize these free writers in the garden. For example, the garden setting reflects Rosalba Castro's romantic poems, so featuring like winding gravel paths, water features, and also we have these pavilion, topiary, like topiary trees and walls. They again like reflect Emilio Pardo Bazan's like projective ideas. And also we have this relaxing seating feature under the pavilion for creating space for contemplation and reflection.
Surrounded by gorgeous flowers.
Symbolizing Concepcion Arenal's intellectual focus and commitment to social justice. And from a sustainable point also, the design is very environmental friendly. We have like permeable gravel path. We have like most of the like garden, like soft landscape, and we use family species what grow in Galicia. The combination includes pollinated friendly plants and drought resistant plants.
Good morning, my name's Simon Noble and I am the founder of the Noble Bee, and we are here at the RHS Garden Show today at Hampton Court Palace. The reason I'm here as a beekeeper is because I'm helping garden designer Susie Kennedy add an element of beekeeping to her garden, because a lot of the plants that she's chosen for her design are ones that are beneficial for bees.
I've had a lovely tour of the garden, but what's just caught my eye are the stars on Simon's honey. There's 3 stars. Tell us some more.
So we try to keep our bees in authentic wildflower meadows in sort of wild areas and nature reserves and things like that. And the reason we do that is because we like to try to produce real, proper, authentic wildflower honey. So in 2023, we thought, well, we'll enter one of these wildflower honeys into the Great Taste Award and see how it gets on, because we felt that it was quite a special product. And then, we got a 3-star Great Taste Award. And we were actually the only British beekeeper to get 3 stars that year, so we were pretty pleased about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It sounds amazing.
Thank you.
So this is a really lovely summer drink from the Herb Kitchen, and it's made with mint, rosemary, gentian and thyme, and it's really light and refreshing. And obviously the garden is the Lamiaceae family, so this is obviously quite appropriate for that. But they do all various different flavours, and it's just a small artisan company on her own. I found her at Stroud Market.
It's very refreshing actually, and perfect on a hot day like this, I'd be honest. Very nice. Cheers. I'm at the Peter Beale stand at the Festival of Roses, surrounded by gorgeous flowers. It's such a magical feeling sitting here surrounded by beautiful scents, colours and harmonious combinations of roses.
Hi, I'm Robin Hutchinson from the Community Brain, and we're running a project called Celebrating 60 Years of Award-Winning Fashion in Kingston. 60 years ago, Kingston School of Art won its first major international award, and it continues to this day with brilliant students. Our Willow Woman here is looking at the issue around sustainability in fashion and the astonishing fashion footprint and the threat that that poses, and working with young, brilliant designers looking at the ways in which you can both upcycle, reuse sustainable materials and generally explore a lighter footprint.
We're both students at Kingston School of Art, and we both study BA Fashion Design. We're both women's wear designers, and we have been working for the past year on our final collections. Yeah, both of our stuff's quite graphic. It's quite like there's we've both played with textile and kind of silhouette manipulation. I think my stuff's maybe a little bit more feminine, and yours is a little bit more kind of masculine, but kind of masculine and feminine. But I think they both kind of look at kind of issues, like broader issues than fashion, and bringing them into kind of resolving them on the body.
This is our 8th garden here, and each year we've been picking a theme that's local, because we're involved in a project called Reappraising the Suburbs, which is trying to override the lazy stereotype that the cities are lively and bright, the countryside is green and beautiful, but the suburbs are grey and dull, and they're not. They're filled with brilliant, exciting, innovative, creative, entrepreneurial people like these two.
Wherever you look at the RHS Hampton Court Palace Garden Festival, there is always something for everyone. This year was the hottest ever at a flower show. Thankfully, a few steps away, a Lebanese restaurant by the name of Mezzet served up some cooling drinks, delicious starters with some traditional, and for me, new discoveries, and best of all, you can't beat the classics, kebabs, and grilled king prawns. Yummy. the perfect way to unwind after a busy day at the RHS Hampton Court Palace Garden Festival. Till the next flower show, ciao.